Are you tired of scammers and dubious side hustles? There are so many roles or jobs promising you to make money online, but which one is real? I was in your shoes a few years ago when I first got started, but how can you spot the real ones from the fake ones? If you don't learn the basics of a good side hustle, you'll be continuing to be scammed for a very long time. Hi, my name is Alvern, and on this channel, you'll get some amazing resources that you can use to generate your first not $1,000 but $100,000 online from anywhere in the world, living life on your own terms. Trusting someone who knows the ropes is a step in the right direction. In this video, you'll learn the 5 things you need to have in place before finding your first side hustle, as well as 5 side hustle ideas that you can start today that works according to your own schedule. The first step in finding a side hustle that's suitable for you is figuring out what time you have available, whether it be 3 a.m. in the morning or 5 p.m. in the evening, as well as what skills you have to offer that people would be willing to pay you for. You're probably wondering why that is important. What if I told you that there is these 2 cool side hustles that you can work from home that allows you to work between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. in the morning? Will that be of interest to you? I thought so. One of them is a bakery and the other one is a fisherman or helping fishermen. As you can imagine, they've got to start early in the morning, and maybe that's not the best side hustle or even what you had in mind when it comes to getting started on a side hustle. If it is, then voila, I've just helped you find 2 side hustles where you can work between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. in the morning. So figure out the time you have available as well as the skills that you can offer, and that is one of the essential steps before you even go out there to find a side hustle, because money isn't everything. These skills could be things like video editing, admin work, maybe you're good at graphics, maybe you're good at actually creating the videos, maybe you're good at writing, copywriting, shooting photography. There are just so many things that you can do as a side hustle. Figure out what it is you can do. And yes, you can do photography after hours, but it depends on what type of photography you need to get done. So let's move on to step 2. The second step in the process is figuring out who you'd like to work with. Maybe you do like working with fishermen and bakers. However, you prefer to work with them between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. at night, not 3 a.m. in the morning. And that's good news, because you have to figure out, okay, if it is you like working with bakers and fishermen, who are these people? Why is this job we want to work with them? What it is you can do for them between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. at night? And by the way, if you get stuck, you can work backwards by writing on a list of the things, or list of people, should I say, that you don't want to work with. I don't know who those people are, and I don't want to put any ideas in your head either. So write that list and let's move on to step 3. Now that you know who you'd love to work with, it's time to figure out where they hang out. I mean, wouldn't you like to go and hang out with them to get to know them a little bit better? So for example, you have golf clubs, all different kinds of associations, chess clubs, all sort of after work activities, tennis, and fitness clubs, all these kind of different clubs that's available all throughout local societies that you can join to find where your ideal person is hanging out. Say for example, we're back in the fishermen and the bakers. Where do they hang out when it's not between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m.? Maybe they go to sleep and then they get up in the day, and maybe they go to golf, or maybe like I've got a badminton, tennis, basketball. It could be any of those things. Figure out where those lovely customers of yours are hanging out, because you need to add that important element to the list and potentially even go and meet them if time allows. So let's do a quick recap of where we are so far. Number 1, you figured out the available time that you have. Maybe you will have 2 hours a day and you can only work between 5 and 7 or whatever time it is. What skills you can offer, the type of persons you love to work with, where they hang out. And now we have number 4 is figuring out about these people, what they're struggling with. This is really important, and I'll tell you why. If it is you're interested in working with a baker or a fisherman and you want to work with them between 5 and 9 or 5 and 7 p.m. at night, you're probably thinking, what can you do? What can you help them with? What are they struggling with? Maybe they're struggling with accounts. Maybe they just want someone to help them with stock taking. Maybe it is something to do with counting stock. I don't know what these kind of people hang out with. Maybe there's something to do with helping them buy the best flour for the bakery. There's just so many things. What are they struggling with? What do they need help with? Maybe it's nothing to do with that at all. Maybe something to do with booking their flights, or helping them with all kind of other admin work, scheduling, or helping them manage their calendar, managing their inbox, inquiries. There's just so many things that you can help them with when you know who the perfect customer is and their struggles. And then you can marry your skills that way. But wait up, there's a number 5 coming up. And let's take a look at something really quickly. At this point, you're probably wondering, you know what, Alvern, I'm just ready to get my side hustle off the ground. I think I know. I'm so excited. But hold off, you probably have these other questions as well. How much to charge? How to get clients to trust you? How to get started, the actual business, or what business you need to have in place? All of the questions. And also, you're probably wondering, what are the 5 best side hustles that I can start so I can compare my skills with the time I have available? Hold up, before you ask all of those questions, I'll explain the answers to all of those questions just after I cover the 5th point that you need to have dead in place before getting started with your side hustle or even finding your perfect side hustle. Just to make sure we all know where we are. By now, you should have known the time you have available and the skills you have to offer, the type of person you like working with, where they hang out, what are their key struggles. You just have no idea how important this is, because you can offer a service that they don't even need. And up with number 5 now, what you're going to do is going to make a list of those 30 of those people. Now, it could be a mixture. Maybe you like both fishermen and bakers. Hello. No problem at all, no problemo. So you make a list of these 30 peoples, include their name, email address, the name of the organization, their struggles. Make sure you know the stuff that they're struggling with. Then what you're going to do is craft a nice little email. That way you don't have to call them or knock on the door and feel a little bit embarrassed and go all red face. No problem at all. This can be all nicely done via email. You're going to reach out to them, introducing yourself, as well as listing the things that they struggle with, because you already know their pain points, and then the type of results that you can offer them based on the struggles that they're having. My goodness, think about this. They are going to so love you. They might want to hug you and kiss you because you know them, you know their struggles, you understand their pain. Oh my goodness, when can we start? They're probably so excited. Well, if you're still a little bit timid and not sure if you're ready to reach out to those 30 people just yet, and you want to get those 5 side hustle ideas that is the hottest on the market at the moment, here they are. Number 1 we have on the list, for example, you might be an expert in coding or teaching science or some other thing like that. One of the things that you can do is teach online, and it means you don't have to, set up any big schedule, set up any kind of business. There are sites where you can go and sign up. They already have an existing audience. Places like Find Tutor, VIPKid, Preply, Teachaway. There are loads and loads of them. I'll include a list in the resources where you can teach online, and they start as high as as high as $20 an hour. So you teach maybe 2-3 hours an evening, and it's a good side hustle to start. If it is you do it 4 days a week, that's 4 6 is 24, $240 a week. That's not so bad for a side hustle, is it? Up at number 2, we've got writing. Maybe you're really good at writing. You're probably thinking, yeah, I'm good at writing, but what about ChatGPT and AI and all of this sort of things? Hello, those things are robots, as you know, and they lack soul, they lack creativity. They actually can spit out whatever, and then people can have to take it and still create it or make it even sound more human. And that's where your writing skills come in. You can do one of 2 things. You can become a writer for other people, a ghostwriter, for example, or you can decide to start your own blog, your very own blog. And if it is you need help, guidance in that area, because that's a very wide area, writing and blogging and ghostwriting, and you can even write for novels and all of that. It's just such a broad area. I'll include a list of resources below if that is the thing that you want to do. And you can, again, earn from anywhere from, it depends on what you kind of write. If you're just writing, for example, blogs for other people, it could be 10 to 15 cents a word, or it can go way up from there. Or if it is you want to start your own blog and you want to invest the time between 12 months and 3 to 5 years in starting your own blog. If it is a food blog, you can get up to $5,000 a month within a year if you do it right. Otherwise, if it is you want to blog on another topic, that's a more long game, and it's not something you can start and get money straight away unless it is you have an existing audience or a celebrity or something similar to that. But I'd include a list of resources in the description. Would you consider yourself a creative genius? Well, if it is you are, I have good news for you. If you like creating things like spreadsheets, templates, checklists, any kind of graphics resources, calendars, anything like that, the good news is that you can use those same skills to create resources and sell in places like either Etsy, or have your own Shopify store where you can sell these things for your audience. But the key thing here is you can still sell to people who are bakers, for example. They need, lithographics for different things. Or fishermen, I don't think as much, but you need to find a niche where people are buying all the time. It could be wedding stationery. It could be something totally different like kids' parties. But think about that. And again, I've included a resource in the description where you can learn how to set up a very successful Etsy store in a matter of 6 months to 12 months from now. If on the other hand, you're probably saying, Alvern, you know what, that's not for me. I'm more of a video person. I like creating entertaining videos, reels, shorts, TikTok videos, anything like that. Well, good. I'm so glad you said that, because there's a market for that as well. There are a lot of brands and small businesses who are looking for people like you to either create reels, videos, shorts for them, for their social media campaigns, or better yet, for user-generated content. That is something that's taking off at the moment as of timing of this video, and they are looking for people all over the world, for people who can create these videos 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute long, 90 seconds long, with a call to action in the end, both for organic content and for the ads. Again, I have included a resource in the description where you can get access to a very tried and tested, very fast way for you to start it as a side hustle and potentially get a full-time income in a matter of 12 months. and it's something that is just exploding at the moment, and I'd advise you to jump right in. Plus, you can do it on your own time. If none of those resources suit you and you want to still learn the fastest way to make your first $1,000 online, then you might want to consider sticking to the option 1 that I mentioned throughout this video, which is becoming a virtual assistant, whether it be fishermen, bakers, course graders, any kind of things like that. And I have included two resources below. One, for it is you want to plan your whole 3K a month full-time income, or if it is you just want in the next 30 days to make your first $1,000 online as a virtual assistant. I've included those both resources below in the description, so that you can decide, pick and choose whichever one you would like to go with. And I cannot wait to meet you online when you start your online business.